Let me see. We'll start by asking a question. Let me ask the question right away. All right. So once we get started, I'm going to show you the complete version of our 30 beaded ball design. And done. So the pole is all set. I would really love your support on it. Wow. And start. So there it is, the pole is all set now. Okay, I don't know. Hi guys. I think there's an issue that has to be done. Let me do it right away. All right, so I think we've gotten it. Let's straighten it out. So the hi guys, once again, welcome. Hello, Oru Ola Fason. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, now let's see how we can get started with this now. Hi guys. So I'm going to show you the complete version of the beaded design and how we can go forth with it. So this is what we have so far. Hi Tammy, welcome. Hi Meryl, welcome, welcome. So nice to have you here. So this is it. Our beaded ball design is almost done. And now I am going to hold it right here. Hi Mario, welcome. So we are almost done. I just have to pass it through this last one right here. This is it. We're making a beaded ball design and it's 30 in number. So that's why it's called a beaded ball design, 30 beaded ball design. And so I'm going to pick one so that we make a mini of it. Pick one and then cross it. All right. So first we pick two. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So that's what we're gonna do, just so that we have it all complete. Aha, so I've got to remove this part because it wants to entangle. So when you're working on the work on this design, it's always best to watch how you go about with it. All right guys, hi Jennifer. Let me see. All right. Hi Jennifer. Hi Isabella. Welcome. All right. And then we pick the next two So everything is all set. We should be having our ball all completed now. I did this with a blue design. It was with blue crystals that I used for this. This is the blue crystal that I used, the left over the last one. All right, this is what we have, and then I'm going to work it through. Dun, dun, dun. And then we pass it through this two like this. So in doing so, we have a ball style design. There. Yeah. So this is the crystal design, the beads. Alright, so I'm going to move it all the way to 30. So let's put it all together now. So we've gotten it all there now. So 3 and then pass it through the first one. Very easy. Now, then pass it to the next one and then pick 2 and pass it through that last one. So let's make our 30 beaded design very, very quickly. Alright, and then once we're done with that part, we pass it through the next one. That's how we do it, one at a time, just like that, as quickly as that. The point is for it to all have four sides for all of them. Then I'm going to pick the next. We'll pass it through the next one first, then we pick. Oh yeah, they are beads, Jennifer. They are beads, actually. I do make beaded designs, so that's why we are trying to make one beaded designs. I showed the one that I made last time. This is the one I made. My final project, all complete. So I'm using the fishing line, and the crystal bead is a kind of bead. That's what we are using for this particular one right here. Sometimes to help out, I do make notes of what I'm doing, like the beads, so that I'll not have all of them like clustered here and there. When I look through the notes, I can recall, oh, this is what I've done so far, and this is where we are up to now. So the last was to pass it through the first one like that. So it's going to become a mini ball, and then we will now have the final one all done. So we packed in the last 2. All right. So then we pick 2 again. We pick the 2 and then pass it through like that, through the last 2. Now when we're done like this, we pass it through the next one all the way till we get to 30. So for the fishing line, I'm using 0.30, although we have 0.35, but for the size 6, I'm using 0.30, as you can see it. And we're out. So if you are working on your own design, it would be very nice to use different shades of colors. If you want to use one like the one I'm using, you can use, we have different colors that you can use. So depending on the one that you want to go for, I'm using green. Last time I used light blue. There was also a time I used royal blue. So what helps is you don't need to memorize the colors. If you're confused about the colors to use, if you go to those who sell the designs, these beaded designs, you could just ask them, what color is this, what color is that. They would definitely guide you. That's what helped me, because when I started out, I did not know which color is which. So it's not like I memorized colors and then went off. No, 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 I did not memorize any color. All right, and then we pass it through. Then look at it. This is it. It's more like a mini pot. So I'm going to take one and then round it up. Pick one and then cross it with one. Aha. So this is it. And then we're going to pick next two. I think our music wants to stop, so let me start from afresh. I love the beats. All right. Then we pick the next two and then cross it. So when you're working on this, you need to be very, very cautious as to where you're crossing, so that you don't cross in the wrong direction. All right. So I'm going to, that's why I'm holding on to this one here to know where I stopped at. So apparently it's that we have worked on these parts right here, and it's all it remains is the remaining half of it, which is this one up here. That's where we are moving on to now. So you can use a sand bead as your stop bead so that you know where exactly you are. That would definitely help if you're just starting out. It will help you so that you will not be confused as to where you are when you are working on your own projects. Now we pick those two crystals and then cross it, just as easy as that. And then we cross with one. All right, and we're back. Aha. So now All we have to do is to pick the remaining two. One, two, and then we cross it just up above, pass it through up like here. So I'm going to cross it too like this. And then we cross it just like that. One, two, and then we cross it again just like that. All right, and then all right, and then the last one, and sealed. So there we have it, the 30 beaded ball design. It looks more like a ball. I don't know if you guys can see. It's more like a ball, a round ball. So this is what we have so far. When we count them, we can be able to count about 30 of it. All right. So this is it. Thanks so much for watching. And for those who are joining, welcome. Hopefully we'll be able to see you next time. Hopefully it is not goodbye. It's see you till later. All right. It's a 30 beaded ball design. I used a light green color for it so that it doesn't look like, bland. I didn't want to go with black or ruby color style, so that's what I went with. Hi Shirley, thank you so much for joining. Hopefully I'll show you yet another design. All right, so thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you all next time. So if you want to see more, you can like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you there in our community. All right, have a wonderful day. Mwah.